वेलकम स्टूडेंट्स। इस लेक्चर में हम ज्ञात करेंगे रूबी 3 लेवल लेजर का थ्रेशोल्ड पंपिंग पावर रिक्वायर्ड टू स्टार्ट लेजर ऑसिलेशंस। हमने 3 लेवल लेजर में ये समझा था, रेट इक्वेशंस निकाली थी। आप देखिए ये रेट इक्वेशंस स्टिमुलेटेड और स्पॉन्टेनियस रेट्स हैं, उनका अलग अलग इक्वेशंस बनाकर स्टेडी स्टेट इक्विलिब्रियम कंडीशन लगाकर और हमने ज्ञात किया था पॉपुलेशन इन्वर्जन डेंसिटी n2 माइनस n1, और उसमें हमें ये समीकरण प्राप्त हुई थी। ये स्पॉन्टेनियस रेट्स हैं, WP पंप है, W1 लेजिंग रेडिएशन की लेजिंग रेडिएशन की रेट है, और ये हमें समीकरण प्राप्त हुई थी n2 माइनस n1 इज इक्वल्स टू WP पंप रेट T32 माइनस T21 rate of spontaneous transitions from 3 to 2 and 2 to 1, और डिनोमिनेटर में ये टर्म्स थी जो कि पंप रेट और लेजिंग रेडिएशन रेट इस पर डिपेंड करती हैं। यहाँ पर हमने एक अप्रोक्सीमेशन लगाया था कि जब पॉपुलेशन इन्वर्जन होता है तो ये चीज जो है न्यूमरेटर में ये ज्यादा होनी चाहिए, 0 से पॉजिटिव होनी चाहिए। तो इससे हमें डायरेक्ट रिजल्ट निकलता है T32 इज ग्रेटर देन T21, जहां पर कि ये हमने अज्यूम किया था कि जो लेवल 3 से 2 पर जो ट्रांजिशन आ रहे हैं वो फास्ट है, और 2 से जो 1 पर आ रहे हैं वो स्लो है। इसलिए हमें प्राप्त होता है नेसेसरी कंडीशन रिलैक्सेशन रेट। Relaxation rate of 3 must be greater than that of 2. Therefore, lifetime of 3 must be smaller than that of level 2. यदि रिलैक्सेशन रेट फास्ट होगी तो लाइफ टाइम कम हो जाएगा नेचुरली। तो इसलिए यहाँ ये अप्रोक्सीमेशन लगाया जा सकता है कि WP T32 minus T32 T21 is greater than 0। मार्जिनल केस में इट मस्ट बी इक्वल टू 0 थ्रेशोल्ड, उसको कहेंगे मिनिमम पंपिंग रेट, दैट मीन्स थ्रेशोल्ड। तो यहाँ यदि इसको शून्य करते हैं, नेग्लिजिबल करते हैं, तो WP T32 minus T32 T21, I can write it nearly T32 is outside the bracket and WP minus T21 is equal to 0 in the limiting case, that we can see here. So WP minimum pumping rate it equals T21, the rate of spontaneous transition per unit time, per unit volume. So population inversion density as per the fraction of total number of atoms, active atoms, is this. We have already calculated. यहाँ पर लिमिटिंग केस में यदि W1 को 0 कर दें तो हमें प्राप्त होता है WP माइनस T21 बाय WP प्लस T21 माइनस T21 और प्लस T21. Now because N3 is negligibly small, so further I can write N3 is the population density of level 3, which is again very small as compared to the ground state and the excited state, metastable state. So therefore I can write N2 minus N1 by N2 plus N1 is nearly equal to WP minus T21 by WP plus T21, and hence we obtain by simple mathematical manipulation WP N1 equal to T21 N2. That means the rate of density of atoms being pumped via 3 from 1 to 2 is equal to the spontaneous emission rate per unit volume from 2 to 1. This is the limiting case. Show that in a 3-level laser below threshold steady state condition, the number density of atoms being lifted per unit time from 1 to 2 via 3 must be equal to the spontaneous transition rate per unit volume from 2 to 1. Now using this we can find this question. In a Ruby 3-level laser, calculate the threshold pumping power required to start laser oscillation. In a 3-level Ruby laser, we see that the equation for the threshold pump rate required, this we have just discussed, and WP threshold T32 minus T21, we can neglect this just here, and so we obtain WP theoretical threshold nearly equal to the spontaneous transition rate from 2 to 1. This must be the pump rate of the broadband signal source. Now you see that this we have already discussed. WPN1 is the number of atoms being pumped per unit time per unit volume from level 1 to 3. This is the number density, rate of number density from 1 to 2, pumped from 1 to 3 rather. Number density pumped rate of number density of active atoms being pumped from 1 to 3, where nu p is the average pump frequency between 1 and 3. That means the pump frequency of the broadband radiation, and P is the pump power required per unit volume. So because we have found it in per unit volume, so pump power per unit volume is justified here. So P is the pump power rather, and you know that power is the energy per unit time. So energy, this is the this is related with the number rather, and this is the energy of a single photon. So number multiplied by energy of a single photon gives the total energy, and of course this is the rate. WPN1 is the rate. So I get the power of total radiation per unit volume, pump power to lift the atoms. Now using equation 3 in 4, here I can write it in terms of the spontaneous transitions, rate of spontaneous transitions. So threshold pump power is equals to T21 N2 into H nu P. तो थ्रेशोल्ड पंप पावर ज्ञात करने के लिए spontaneous transition rate N2 we have to find, because N is equals to N1 plus N2 nearly, because N3 is very small, so it can be neglected. So mostly N is equals to N1 plus N2, and also during threshold, that means limiting case, we have N2 minus N1 equal to 0. That means when we have to find that power at which it is just the inverse population density is just maintained, population inversion condition is just maintained, that is the threshold, during the threshold. So using these two equations and applying simple algebra, we see that N1 equal to N2 is equals to N by this. I can substitute. So I have the power P threshold T21 N by 2 into Planck's constant into frequency of radiation. Now to find T21, we recall that the spontaneous rate is equal to radiative plus non-radiative transitions. So non-radiative transitions increase the heat loss. So we choose the active material so that the radiative rate is more. Therefore, T21 I can approximate as A21. But you know that A21 is inverse of the spontaneous relaxation time or the spontaneous relaxation rate. This we have already seen. Now substituting this for A21, I obtain 1 over T spontaneous. Here P threshold is equals to 1 over T spontaneous into N by 2 into H nu P. Now you see P threshold is equals to N by 2 1 over T spontaneous H nu P. Everything is known, and we have for ruby laser the pump signal is the flash lamp 6.25 into 10 to the power 14 hertz frequency is there, and T spontaneous lifetime is 3, we can call it millisecond. N is the 1.6 into 10 to the power 19 for ruby laser. Substituting all this, you obtain 1100 watt per centimeter square as the pump power threshold pump power. So actually the power is in watt and it is the energy per unit time, but centimeter square comes out from the volume term, and to find out and to justify it with the practical ruby laser, we assume that 25% is the source, is the efficiency of the source, and the active medium uses only 25% of the light. So to calculate, I require 18 kilowatt 18 kilowatt 18 kilowatt. Useful power is only 1 by 4 into 1 by 4 is equals to 1 by 16. So P required into 1 by 16 is equals to P threshold, means 1100 watt means 1.1 kilowatt. So when I multiply it, cross multiply it, I get 16 into 1.1, that means 17.6 kilowatt. So it is a good example to realize the rates between the different uh, stages, and and why it is important, and what is the role of pump and active medium, and what is its importance. So it is all for now, and in the very next lecture we shall discuss about the 4-level laser. Till then, bye. Thank you very much.